Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex on pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that...
Right?
Right.
And I was with you. I'm with you. He do be put on. Like, if anybody was coming to me in my business and tell me something product does not be put on, either you hate him so much that you won't give him crap for anything, or you are simply put a hater. You're a hater, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care. Okay, I get it. If you're black, I don't even want to put that race card, but I gotta do it for this reason.
Right.
If you are my kind, if you are me and Beezy's kind, Beezy, obviously, from the outside looking in, he's a privileged white boy that made on YouTube. They got millions of dollars while you are poor, right?
Yeah.
And he done business. He done finesse the system. He probably shook. When he did this, he done shook hands with Donald Trump. He's a Trump supporter. He's boom boom boom, and he may be this, and he may be. So you insinuate all these perceptions of Logan Paul, but you don't realize behind Logan Paul could actually be a very good human being at the end of the day.
That's the truth.
He's just imperfect. He's just an imperfect guy.
I said
But we're
that.
so confident. Thank you, because people see what they see publicly. They don't see what was done privately or even personally. Like, I think this much. I would not be surprised if I was to talk to Logan Paul in person by himself, nobody, no cameras, nothing around. And I asked him, "Yo, bro, so how does it feel to know that people can't stand you, bro? Like when you first started experiencing that, like, how did that make you feel?"
Yeah.
And anybody as a human being will relate to this. He will tell me, I guarantee you, he would tell me to my face, besides being whatever, cocky, arrogant, whatever. Get rid of the bravado, bro. Be more real, right?
Yeah.
He would tell me to my face, "Oh, it hurt." It even hurt when I did that video where I did, if you know about the whole entire Japanese video. You remember that video that came out that went viral about Logan Paul where he was in the woods and there was like certain, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
I
to
know
all
what you're
that.
talking
Right. Maybe he could probably bring it up to me and go, and this is gonna sound, I know I'm saying something that sounds very controversial, you guys. I understand this. But if he was to bring it up to me and tell me that his intent was not to be have a good one. I'm sorry, I thought you was somebody else. His intent was not to be disrespectful and that he was young and he was thinking that he could do whatever this that third, and he was naive to what he was trying to do. And
Right.
he claimed his intention was never to be that kind of guy, but he just got because this is where it all started. Because before this, he was popular, people loved his concept, y'all just saying third,
Yeah.
and they were fans of him. But
Right.
all of a sudden, but ever since that came around, it was all this hatred towards this guy.
Right.
And then more and more hatred came after him for a lot of different reasons. But my point is, I'm going to ask him, I'm like, "Bro, did it hurt you?" He probably told me, "Yes, it did."
I know it is.
Because,
He's probably still trying to win people to understand that he's not either not the same or you know what
yeah,
I'm saying, stuff like that. And that's the part and that's what I'm saying. Of course we're talking about WWE and stuff like that. And I don't want to go, you know what I'm saying, religious and start preaching and stuff like
right,
that.
right,
But at the
right,
end of the
right,
day, but
right.
that's what's problem with the world today. Nobody wants to forgive nobody. But don't nobody want to
Yes,
look at the stuff that they've done in their life
yes.
to want people to forgive them. You know what I'm saying? You might have
hmm
done something crazy to your cousin. You might have disrespected your mom, your dad. You might have been very disrespectful to your brother, your sister. You want them to forgive you, but you can't even forgive other people. It don't make sense.
hmm
And then the Bible would say, and you know what I'm saying? God wants us to forgive people for us, not for them, for us,
hmm
because He won't forgive us
hmm
if we don't forgive other people. It's that
Exactly,
simple.
exactly.
So
If you hard, you know hard.
that's
Yeah, if you
it.
hard, you
You
it's
get
gonna happen.
nothing. You get nothing from
Yep.
God at all if you don't forgive
hmm
other people who've done you wrong. It's that simple.
Yes. Yeah.
Not the dwelling. Oh, I don't feel like it. I don't care. You just dwelling. Well, okay. Well, God ain't gonna bless you at all. You get no blessings
Mm-hmm.
out the deal if you don't forgive. No blessings out the deal, bro.
Yeah, because I was recently watching a video from this guy. I'm not gonna mention him, but I was watching it and he was like, it was like during the CM Punk Logan Paul segment where Paul had taken out Era Punk, and he was like, Logan Paul, ooh, get him off my screen. I hate this dude. This man, that. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then my hand going like, why do you hate? Why do y'all carry hatred for a guy
You
you
don't
have never
even
met
know.
personally?
Don't even
You
know.
don't even met you haven't even met this guy, but yet what you see publicly gives you the warrant to go, yeah, I can hate him because why? Because of what's been said about him. Don't
Right.
you realize that that perception is reality?
Yeah, people, you gotta understand,
There
man.
is so many things people can say about me. I can be doing an interview right now, and people can take away from the interview that Josiah was either arrogant, puffed up, overconfident, way too talkative, uh, deep thinker, goes all around and all over the place. Doesn't answer his questions very thoroughly. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
People can label me as such, but then when you get to know me as a person, you won't realize, oh, he's actually a really good dude. A smart
Exactly.
guy. He don't
Exactly.
pray for me. He don't
Exactly.
bought my food. He don't,
Exactly.
you don't see that side of me because you don't know me.
Right.
And of course, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I come around with people who are my fans and I go out here and say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy you something," let me be the one to say I'm gonna buy you something. Don't come around me and be like, "Hey, can you buy me this?" Like, this gonna sound crazy, but like, um, can you buy me this vinyl CD of yours that's like 500 something on dollars? Now, it depends.
Right.
I got the money like that, and you come at me respectfully asking me to do this, yes. But if you are bum rushing me, definitely looking for me to go right ahead and do it, I'm going to completely ignore you
Right.
because you're weird. You are, bro. I'm at the gate security to get you like, away from me because you are disturbing my name on peace and my boundaries. Like, bro, get away. So if you're gonna be weird like that, no. Plus, on top of that, I don't know you. You don't know me. So again, Logan Paul, if he is a quote unquote a hole in front of people that you come around and see, maybe that's to an extent, but you also gotta understand these guys are human beings. Yes, they are. Yes, they have fame. Yes, they
Right.
are these essentials. Yes, they are hardworking performers. But at the end of the day, they are human beings, regardless of their religious beliefs or not. They are still human beings, my God.
Right.
So I'm with Beezy on that because at the end of the day, we are all imperfect. We are all flawed. Yet this real wants to paint a picture that you get that because a person does way worse than you. Like they did the same thing with Diddy. It's
Right.
like we develop like this self righteousness, right? Oh, I would have never have done that. I would have never assault old girl. I would have never had boom 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 boom.
Right.
But at the same exact time, the urge that you could have got so mad, you slapped your cousin in the face. God forbid, you slapped your cousin so hard in the face.
Right.
You know what I mean? Busted his thing on lip or something like
I don't know how
that.
to fold it
And
up.
you and you
Can you just lift
and
up
you
from the
fight
middle?
him. Oh, you talking? Okay.
Okay, I got it now. Yep. There we go.
How you doing, man? I'm good, man. Oh, here we go. I got you. I got you. Yep. You there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, God forbid somebody busts the cousin in the face, and their lip is busted so bad to the point where they need partial surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't paying for the surgery, or you hold on resentment towards that cousin because he made you so mad for whatever he done said to you, and it could have been wrong, but at the same time, you're still family.
This is true.
You didn't want to go right here and pay for the dude's bill. You didn't want to go over there and tell him you're sorry that you didn't mean to do that,
Right.
all because of your anger. But yeah, it's okay for you to be like, man, Jake's a shameful human being. He should be suffering in jail. I wouldn't give him a toilet seat where he can always pissing there and pooping it for as long as that's what he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't cut your cousin across the face,
That's a
and
fact.
you didn't come to your cousin and say I'm sorry.
Right.
The Bible says no sin outweighs another sin, bro.
That's a fact.
And Jesus even and I don't care if I'm being preachy about this. Jesus said, take the speck out of your own eye. You can stop looking at your brother or sister. Take the speck out of your own eyes from you them and look inward toward yourself.
That's a fact.
Boom. What you gotta do? It's that simple. But yeah, looking, I like the idea of you proposing the idea of, and I know Larry would hate this because again,
He's
I'm
not a
not a
fan.
fan of this. He's not a fan of him. And
He's not a fan.
bro, Legan, well, I said Legan. Larry is so much not a fan of Paul, bro. We was doing a video one time. Remember some months
Oh
ago? It was
yeah, when
like
he got
around the
off the
time we
phone.
was yeah, he got off the phone. He said Deucey.
I
I was
forgot about
crying.
that.
I was at Kroger's. I didn't even come into work. I don't even think I even talked in yet. And I heard him do that, and
He
I
was
was
like, man,
crying
call me.
laughing.
He was
That
like,
was
call me
funny.
back. I'm getting off the phone. Call me back. I
I was
said,
like, nah.
wow.
He said, He said, I'm cool. He said, I will be back. He said, and he started talking like he was like on a microphone or something. He was doing something. I don't know what he was doing.
That junk was funny.
That was so hilarious. But that's just something to show you that he don't rock with him. And that's fine. He can feel that. He can feel the child to not like working with him. But we gotta stop being so blind to denying what's true.
Right.
We got to. Seriously. That's how
Yeah.
you grow up, man. That's how you grow.
That's how you grow.
And yes, looking forward to what the work is a face because he will put on quality matches, and if somehow some way the WWE can pull it off, yes, he will be loved by most fans.
That's what I'm saying.
But I will say this about Logan Paul: although he's a great in performer, he does sometimes need to tone it down quite a bit, just a little bit, so that he don't risk injury, right? Because he's known for doing all of those high spots, and those high spots are dope, but you gotta be careful not to hurt yourself. Like okay, for instance, remember he did that springboard moonsault on LA Knight at SummerSlam,
Oh yeah.
and it was freaking dope. It was dope, but other people told him he said, "Don't do that again."
Yeah. I seen Undertaker tell him that.
Yeah, don't do it again. I'm gonna be only because you don't want to hurt yourself. So yeah, man. The American Nightmare broke out far later than most and therefore won't have the same longevity on top that others did before him. But he should make the most of his push while he has it. The heel turn can wait, but there are ways to keep Rhodes hot in the meantime. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. It's just it needs to be shown. All right, number 4. This is interesting. I like this idea. Further fleshing out the Rhodes character. Now this is where it gets interesting. I like this idea. The longer Rhodes' reign as undisputed WWE champion Real facing any real obstacles, the greater the risk of the fans turning on him sooner.
Yep.
He was always the most must-see character in the company between WrestleMania 38 and WrestleMania 40. The moment he returned from his 6-year hiatus, he established his story of wanting to win the world title and finish where his fire started. That led to a 2-year expedition filled with twists and turns that culminated in one of WWE's most monumental moments when he dethroned the dominant Roman Reigns. He's been involved in some strong storylines since then with the likes of Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, but the majority of his rivalries have blended together due to a lack of depth. He'll win in the end without facing actual adversity. By further fleshing out his character and adding a few new layers, he'll extend his time on top. Losing the title on the sooner side will be a significant step in the right direction. Hold on, bro. Will be a significant step. Will be oh, okay, I can say words. Will be a significant step in the right direction, along with working with opponents who can bring the best out of them both in the ring and on the mic. Yes, I agree. Straying
Yeah, I
away
agree
from
with that.
repetitive promos. I love this. Straying away from repetitive promos and predictable betrayals can prevent Roll from losing his cool factor in addition to not being at the forefront at all times. I love that. I love that idea. Um, what do you think about Carter fleshing out his character?
No,
Like, what
I'm in agreement.
what does that look like to you though? How can it like if okay? What is the issues you have with Cody Rhodes? What is he lacking in your department when it comes to character work or him as a wrestler? Like, what is it to you about him?
I don't think Cody Rhodes is missing. I don't think Cody Rhodes is missing anything. I just don't like how the WWE is pushing him because he left the company and then came back, and then you put you at the top. I'm like, I don't like that. That's not cool. Because there was other
So
people
you're
that was
saying,
there more faithful than
mm,
you were, and
mm,
they don't get the they don't get the representation. They don't get the opportunities. But you come in and then all of a sudden you get the opportunity. Even if you don't win the title when you win it, you still got to look at the opportunities you had. You got to win the Royal Rumble back to back. There's other people that could have did that. You took their
mm,
opportunity away. That's not fair.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Interesting.
like as far as wrestling ability, you can't count Cody Rhodes out. As far as promo, you can't count him out. You can't, as
Right.
far as the fandom and how everybody goes crazy, you can't count him out. There's nothing that he don't do. He's well polished. He's good in the ring and everything. It's just the fact that you got pushed and you got moved to the front, and a lot of people just don't like when people who really don't deserve it just go straight to the front. That's not fair. When people
Yes.
have been there, blood, sweat, and tears for years, and you only been there for 2 months, and all of a sudden you in the title talk. That's not fair.
Yes.
That's the only issue I got with Cody. I don't have no problem with his matches or nothing.
Yeah. I think I think to add the easiest answer for him to flesh out his character is to be and don't get it twisted. Has he been realistic in terms of like him being able to tell you relatable stuff on a microphone? Yes. But I think the issue I think with most fans sometimes meet in their baby faces is not that they want to see them be quote unquote always the bad A or the savage characters, but they need some edge to them. Like Cody needs some edge. He needs more of that I'm not saying for him to say I'm not saying to say he needs to be more like CM Punk, but he needs more of that edgier, authentic, unfiltered side coming out sometimes. And stop playing it safe. You know what I mean? Like I get you being a babyface is gonna be cool for you to do that, but we're talking about a guy who went through the ringer with Roman Reigns, went through the ringer with Sosa Square, and went through the ringer with Kevin Owens. And I think Kevin Owens is what taught him, like, yeah, even when you're at the top and you go out there and you're facing your former best friend at that moment, Kevin Owens should have taught you that at that moment, like, you can't just be so nice and uppity with everybody who's going to come at you for your belt. So the thing about Cody sometimes, I think Cody sometimes can be a bit too nice.
But
And
see the thing with Cody, Cody reminds
mm-hmm,
Cody reminds me of John Cena. That's why I'm not really upset with that because of the
mm-hmm,
fact that when John Cena needed to turn it on, it was there.
mm-hmm,
So when
mm-hmm.
Cody, same thing what he did when Kevin came and dogged him. He's like, oh, okay, you want to play like that, and then you see how crazy and gruesome the match got when he with the ladder. So it's not like he don't got it in him; he just don't got to use it, and yes, he has to. And when he has to use it, is when Cody Rhodes becomes that Cody
There you
Rhodes everybody
go.
been looking
There
for.
you go.
Yeah,
And
so
there you
that's why I
go.
don't have a problem with him. I
Because when
don't have a
John
problem with
Cena,
what he does.
I'm glad you point that out. Because when John Cena would do his promo, one of the things I love about Cena, and yes, we know about Cena cooking people on the microphone. We know about that. But when he eviscerated somebody, it meant something. It wasn't just the sake of, oh yeah, kick him and get him out here, boom, boom, boom. No, it meant something regarding the story. Cena is facing opposition, and he told the opposition what was their problem. Basically, he would expose a crack in their armor just enough for him to go right ahead and get the upper hand over them when he eventually beats them for the title, right?
What you say, sir?
Cody,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Cody would have guys who would come after him for the belt, but they weren't too threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Like AJ Styles picked a retirement. Solo brought in the bloodline. Kevin Owens began to start putting the blame on Cody for changing how he operates within the world title, right? And start calling him out for being fake and phony and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take it to a whole nother layer. If I'm Cody Rhodes, I need somebody to come at me about my father. No, sorry, I can't that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That sounds disrespectful. His mom, his wife, his daughter. If I'm just saying for me as a heel, you don't necessarily always have to do this, but I'm just saying just to show another layer to his character. What if I said, um, I want your wife? Right? Now, realistically speaking, no. But from a storyline perspective, what if a character is drawing in a session with Cody Rhodes and everything that he does, including wanting everything that he has, and his wife and his kid, and this character draws this weird kind of like chronological obsession over time, and we see it play out every single week up until when Cody Rhodes has to respond or whatever like that. What do you think about the idea? Or no?
I don't really think it's necessary because I don't think Kevin Owens had to go that far for Cody Rhodes to actually snap when he went against him.
Right. I'm saying for someone else.
I mean,
Okay. I'll put it this way: did John Cena ever have someone that challenged him, like in terms of a story or a promo, that make you go like, um, this guy, he may not beat John Cena, but at least he got something that may be a threat to John Cena.
No, I think John Cena
It,
just kept getting snuck and beat up. I think at the end of the day, everybody should just start sneaking and beating up Cody, so he just can't stand it no more.
I
I
love
don't think it
that.
has
I
to be.
love that.
I don't think it has to be like a story or something on the microphone that has to be said. I think it's a lot of damage that needs to be done. That's what Kevin
Mm.
did. When Kevin beat him up outside the bus, he was like, "You know what, bro? I'm done. I'm sick of that." So when he fought him, he put him through that ladder. He wasn't playing with him. It wasn't because of what he said. It was just, bro, it's on you. You keep playing.
What he said about Kevin, what he said about Cody came afterwards,
Right,
but the beating up came first. And
right,
you're like, why is it being Cody Rhodes up? What's going on with this whole entire situation? Aren't they friends, right? So like that was what made it interesting. But Kevin was trying to exploit the idea that Cody was faking
right.
who he really was, right?
Hmm.
I'm saying they're saying, what is another area to exploit Cody Rhodes? What about came about him as for his manhood? It could be, and by the way, BZ, I'm saying like, and first of all, I absolutely love the idea of you saying someone to stick behind him and just beat him up. I absolutely freaking love that, right? Just over here. Could I do something with me being somebody up to tie that into a future story? Say I'm being played for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'm not giving no explanation. I'm not talking. I'll go even further to do this. I'm not going to touch the world title on purpose. I won't grab it. I won't hook it. I'm just being down Kurt Rhodes, tearing his suits up, taking his brush off. I don't know, do something to him. And you're laughing. Where is this dude? Why does this dude keep on being up Kurt Rhodes for 3 weeks and he's getting away with it without no punishment or no hassle? And then about that fourth week, Kurros is trying to figure out why. Come on, boom, 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 boom. And I finally get my answers why. And I'm just like, why won't you make the call? I could be delusional. I'd be like, why won't you make the call? And he's like, what do you mean? I want a world title match. You build towards it. I don't necessarily need to always make it obvious. Because everybody makes it obvious. The moment you beat somebody up, he'll be this babyface up and they're a world champion. They make it too obvious. By grabbing the belt to insinuate you want a shot at the world title. Why not make it too obvious? Oh, sorry, less obvious. Which is beating you up.
Yeah.
You know? So that's all in my opinion. And then last but not least, have a good one, bro. This is number 5. We are at number 5. BJ, do you want to stop this recording or something else time?
No,
No,
go
okay.
ahead. Keep going.
Okay, cool. At a time, using roles to elevate new talent. Mm. At a time when WWE's main event scene mostly consists of wrestlers in their early to mid 40s. I'm crying. That's crazy. In the early to mid 40s, fresh faces are needed now more than ever. Between Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, and all the talent in NXT, there's no shortage of youth across the card. But to wait any longer to elevate some of these names would be a waste. WWE should capitalize on their potential while they're still in their prime. All
It's
right,
a
stop right
fact.
there.
That's a
Yes.
fact. They've taken too long to move people from NXT to the main roster, but I understand why they're doing it, because if you take a lot of those key superstars on NXT and move them to the main roster, NXT ain't gonna be hitting the same. You don't want to take all the pieces away. But they was doing some blending before, which I feel that they need to do. Like when they had Rhea go over there, and they had a lot of other people go over to NXT to do a couple matches. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think they need to continue to do that. But if you move everybody, like the one big black dude, he's a champion right now, or I don't even know if he's champion still, but the big
No,
African dude,
he
and
lost it in space.
then you got Trick Williams and all of them.
Oh,
If you
okay.
move all of them over, who you got? You can't really move people unless you
They should
got,
just call they got that show called Evolve.
yeah, but you
What
can't
was
really
that
move
from
people.
Evolve to NXT?
Yeah, but you can't really
I'm
move people
saying,
unless your show is content. If the show is
well,
content based
that's
off
why they
of
don't
Trick
move everybody
Williams,
to NXT.
you said what?
No problem. That's why they don't move everybody from NXT.
That's what
They'll
I'm
probably just
saying.
call up like probably 5 or 6 names or something like that.
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they're taking too long to push the narrative because Trick Williams should have been on the main roster already.
Yeah, I agree. But I think the reason why they hold off on Trick is so that they can. I'm guessing the reason why they hold off on Trick is so that he can get better in the ring.
He's
Because
already good
he's
now.
Yes, now he is. But I'm saying the reason I think they kept him longer on NXT was because they wanted to still iron out some key things. Because she even pointed out like he likes Triple Williams, and he gets behind him, and he's one reason why he's over as well too, to a degree. But he was saying that he told Trick to himself that his in ring game needs to step up a little bit better. In terms of like what he do as far as like I guess you should say moves or some things or something that he's trying to tell him. But other than that, like I agree, Trick Williams already got it, and they can pull him up to the main roster. Hell, if you ask me right now, it's time
So that's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. So if I'm saying if they're going based off of his in-ring ability, then they should have never brought Dominant up. They should have never brought Jay Carhill up. They should have never brought them up. They could do them the same way. Pair them up with the right people to
Mhm.
get them right. What is they waiting on?
Right, right. I get that. I get that.
It's a couple people in NXT that their wrestling ability might be, but if you team them up with the right people, it's gonna be like, oh shoot, no, they can go now. Like
That's true.
if you go
That's
back from the
true.
first, we have episode what 106,
Because it
episode
looked like
one when we
Roman
started.
Reigns
Episode 101
tanking.
when we started, I said that Dominic would never get over. We had
You
episode
did.
106 right now saying that he might be one of the best on the roster.
Yep. Crazy. I told you. I said it.
It took
Now
100
I would maintain
episodes though.
belief.
It took
Maintain. Right.
a
There you
hundred
go.
episodes.
There you go.
So
There
that's
you
what I'm
go.
saying. But they gave him an
There you go.
opportunity. If you can give Trick Williams that same opportunity,
Oh, I see your point. I see your point. In other
yeah,
words, you
you get
throw him already into the wolves and see if he
yeah,
survives.
you did it
I
with
agree. I
You
completely
did
agree.
it with Jay Carhill, and then you sent
Yes, you
her with
did.
Naomi,
Yes.
and you sent her with Bianca, and now Jay Carhill is who she is because you linked her up with the right
BZ,
people.
BZ, you are freaking cooking, and you are absolutely right.
So I'm like,
Because
man, they got to do that.
as a matter of fact, and Jay Cargill is the best example or analogy you just made right here because the WWE decided let's showcase her in the Royal Rumble, and
Yeah,
she already has the name from AEW. So let's showcase her ability in the Royal Rumble,
right.
and she got over in the Rumble.
She did.
Then you put her with Bianca, and now she's getting even more over.
Yep.
Then you put her and Bianca in tag team. Okay, now we're seeing some range with Jay Cargill.
Right.
Now we are finally getting the full complete aspect of Jay Cargill. And yes,
Mhm.
people are going to say because of her in ring game.
Of course.
Oh, she's just a good wrestler. Oh, she boxes all her moves. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. But at the same as that time, y'all don't realize this stuff is not easy, bro. Like, do you know how hard it is to be a professional wrestler? Because
I
it's
don't think
not
I
the easy
opened
thing you. It's not that easy, bro.
it. There you go. All right. No problem. You have a good one. All right, sir. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but
Yeah.
certain people, like, well, everybody can get over if they got the right people. But some people you just keep there because their names are the reason why people watch that show. You know what I'm saying? Like WCW, when Sting was
Hmm.
there, people used to watch because they wanted to see Sting.
Yes.
WWE, Roman Reigns on Mondays or Fridays, Seth Rollins on Mondays. Because of the name,
Yes.
like we love the roster as a whole, but those two specifically are the reason why people are watching. Stone Cold at one point, The Rock at one point. What is he gonna do this week? What is he gonna do this week? You do the same thing with Trick Williams. His name is big enough, but that's the crazy part because Carmelo Hayes' name is big enough too, but they're not pushing it.
Hmm. Yeah.
They're not pushing it. Carmelo Hayes is pass ready, and he's on the roster, and they're not giving him the
Yes.
push.
I agree. And he has all the tools. Like one of the things I love about his NC booking is it was a showcase. Like he to me he was like the Black Shawn Michaels on NC.
Yeah,
He was the Black Shawn Michaels, and Trick Williams for a time was like his Diesel. Like that's what he reminded me of. Like that's the thing about me this duo. Like Shawn Michaels and Diesel,
Right,
and Carmelo Hayes was able to showcase that cocky grandchild of him, but also in his ring, in the ring, bro, he was putting on match after match and killing it each and every single week.
man. When
He
he when
he
he, when he
looked
was
what he really
wrestling with
was.
Andrade, them 7 matches that day or however many they had,
Come on,
every
come
single
on,
match was lit.
come on. The
Every
talent is
single
there.
one was lit,
The talent was there.
and it
I
went
agree with you, dude.
nowhere. It
And
went
it went
nowhere.
nowhere.
They just
It
put
went
on good
nowhere.
matches for no reason. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what the
And
heck?
but remember, they did draft him as the number one draft pick for SmackDown. So there's
Definitely
still
did that too.
room. There's still room for them to go back to that and to capitalize on when they want to move him for him as far as the next direction. So I love what you're saying because it's true.
Yeah,
You have the talent that's ready. And Trick Williams, although he may not be a polished Seth Rollins in-ring performer, doesn't mean he can't be a star in the making. Doesn't mean he
exactly.
can't be a world champion. Roman Reigns was not, I say this respectfully, but Roman Reigns early on, like when he like post the shield, talk about post the shield. He wasn't putting on like really good matches like all like that. If we're being honest. Like here's what I'll say. And if he was put on good matches, it was because of the talent he was in the ring working with.
Yeah,
So for
facts.
instance, Randy Orton. For instance, Randy Orton at SummerSlam. I'll never forget the Roman Reigns and Randy Orton match. I thought that match was actually really good, right?
Right,
But you put him with, say Kane or say Big Show, it probably won't work because Roman, for one, is probably still learning on how to put a good match with him, and it might turn out to be bad. Who knows?
right,
But I'm just saying, like, it takes, to your point, it takes time. Dominic Mysterio is just now getting into the groove of this is my character. This is who I am. I don't have to be told I'm this Rey Mysterio's son. I can now say I'm Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's son, who surpassed him to a degree when in terms of character work, whatever it could be, right?
right.
There you go. And it took us a while to start seeing that to get the full big picture. But I said myself, I think WWE is sticking with him. I don't know how, but they're gonna do something with him very special.
Yep.
But anyways, a common theme throughout Rhodes' run as a headliner is that he's largely been working with names that are already established. This is true.
Yeah, it's true for
This,
sure.
this is so true. Beating Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Johnson, and Randy Orton has helped him tremendously, but it's time for him to rub shoulders with the talent of tomorrow without necessarily passing the torch just yet. Mm.
Yeah,
Fatu, Jake Fatu is currently sidelined, but once he's cleared to compete, he should be the first in line to challenge Rhodes. Even in defeat, Fatu can be made to look like a star and gain credit by
right
taking him
now.
to the limit with the goal of regret. I agree. Absolutely agree.
Yeah, right now.
Alistair Black. Yes, Alistair Black. Have a good one. Alistair Black has been around for a lot longer, but isn't the main eventer Rhodes is in WWE. That
Right.
rivalry will also be a refreshing change of pace compared to the American
I got
Nightmare
the wrong
running
card.
back.
Hold on.
You're good.
Yeah.
The American Nightmare running back with Drew McIntyre for a third. He said basically the feud with him and Alistair Black will be a lot more compelling than seeing him go with Drew for a third time. I agree. I'm sorry.
How would they
Because
swing?
at the
How would
point,
they bring Aleister Black into a feud with Cody?
they teased it last Friday when he
Oh,
was with Zelina Vega, which, by the way, I love the idea of having Zelina Vega there.
I do too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because one, that's his wife, in real life, and
Huh?
it's now that on screen.
What'd you say? Oh. All right. Go ahead, bro.
And number two, that puts Cody Rhodes at risk of losing the world title because not only you have Alex Black there, you have his wife there, and she can see for him. That's the key to number one.
Yeah.
So now Cody Rhodes' title run don't look as like it's going to be well kept because you don't know what's to expect. He got his wife there. She can throw a fireball at Cody Rhodes' eye, and he can win the world title that way. Who knows? Right? Like that would make I like that idea because it will feel different
Right.
and fresh.
Yeah.
WWE wants to book high-profile matches for Raw with the likes of Randy Orton and CM Punk is understandable. By the way, WWE, I hope I'm putting my fingers crossed. Can we please get a CM Punk versus Kurt Rhodes match for next year, bro? Can we just please get that match?
How you gonna get it?
good question.
How you gonna get it? Because if they could,
That's a good
the
question.
way we looking at it right now, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes is the next Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, which means they're gonna be separate on every show on purpose.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, dude. Don't.
Who's it gonna be then?
They're in the. I can see. I see what you're saying. As far as them being in the role, but for them to maintain long. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But
I'm
I was
saying
thinking more
Roman.
so about long term.
I'm saying Roman
Yeah, you are.
Reigns.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
Roman
get that.
Reigns is on SmackDown. Seth Rollins is on Raw. This is the reason why we never got that match,
Yes,
and it took forever to get it.
yes,
They doing the same
yes.
thing with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. They're not on the same show.
And no, they're not gonna give them us that match yet.
No,
They're like, yeah, they gotta wait. They
they
gotta
got to
wait.
stretch the money. If Roman ain't never there and the Seth ain't never there, then you ain't never gonna get Cody versus what you call it because that's money, and you can't have both stars on the same show. So
Yes,
that's not about to happen
yes. So true.
unless you get
So
that
true.
on Crown Jewel when it's title for
Hmm.
title. But that means both of them gotta hold them belts that long.
Yeah.
So that whole promo that they kicked that we always geeked about is out the window.
For now.
Yeah,
It's just for now, only because they got. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because the longer you wait, the better the outcome's going to be.
right.
I agree.
But people gotta
I
still
agree.
remember that promo. But that promo was
Yes,
done a while ago. That
it's
promo
done this
wasn't done
year,
yesterday.
right? It's not
Yeah.
already done this year, but yeah, even for that, even for it being done already sometime this year,
People got to
you still have.
that's the problem with the WWE. But like I said, when they pushing other things, that gets put on the back burner. But you got to understand, you got to capture the moment. That was hot. That was to the point to where
Yes.
they should have fought on Friday. That happened
Hmm.
on Raw. After that was on Netflix, right? After the Netflix went
Yes.
off, that was on
Yep.
Raw.
Yep.
So you should have had them
Yep.
fighting on freaking SmackDown. You shouldn't even have waited for that. That right there, whenever
Hmm.
match was matched up, nobody wanted to see it. They only wanted to see this one. All because of the
Hmm.
promo.
Yep.
That promo between them two was insane.
Yes.
And now they're
Yep.
not even gonna capitalize on it. Seth Rollins always getting injured and Roman ain't never there. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yes. So true.
It's insane that
Well, it's
other
just that.
people are the reason why we don't get that match. Because not even because of Seth, not even because of Cody, not even because of CM Punk. It's because of other people is the reason why we don't get that match. That's
Hmm.
nuts.
I agree.
That is nuts.
Absolutely. Absolutely
That
agree.
don't even sound right. I
No,
can't
no.
fight. I can't fight you because Seth Rollins keep getting injured. What? That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
Seth got to do with me? Money. I gotta have you on the opposite show and still bring in the revenue because there's no
Yeah.
superstars on that caliber up there like that.
Yep.
It's
This
insane.
is this is this is so true because John Cena and Randy Orton were like number one. There's always a number one
Yep.
and number
All,
two
every
now.
time.
Every
Every
time I've
time.
done it, it's been a recurring pattern. It's one of the reasons why I've been saying Raw, SmackDown,
Raw and
depending on
SmackDown.
who it is.
Stone Cold.
You'll
Raw.
know. There you
The Rock.
go.
SmackDown. Yep.
Beezy, perfectly
It's
well
crazy.
said.
That's what they
Well
got.
said.
And it's
And
crazy they picked
before,
two old heads
mm-hmm.
to do it. Two old
Yo,
heads.
you're funny. You're funny.
Two old heads, bro. You pick Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Two old heads to be the
That is
faces
crazy.
of those joints for right now because you don't have somebody young to take that spot or you won't give it to him. Braun Breaker should have been had it. Why are they not giving it to him?
Yes, because that's a good point. I think the reason why I think the reason why is because you don't have Austin Theory.
Yeah.
I think you have. I think remember I said to me, Theory and Parker are the next two guys to go for it. And people have been like, nah. Some people are not going to Theory, but I'm like, bro, whether you're a fan of him or not, you can't deny that man has the hit factor. He has that look. He has the overall idea of casino ability. It's just his booking doesn't reflect that because you don't take him seriously, which is that's not his fault. It's not his. It's their
Right.
fault. So until they understand that there's actually money to be made with him, he's going to fall flat every time. But I do believe, okay, I do believe that there is actually a number one, number two with him. Hogan, number one. Macho Man, number two. Austin, number one. Rock, number two.
Yeah.
Cena, number one. Randy, number two. Um, Roman, number one. Seth, number two.
But I would say this though, when you go back to Hogan and Randy and all them, when you go back to that, I can't really say. You can say number one, number two as far as the
I'll say
characters in the
definitively.
WWE. But what I'm saying is, as far as number one and number two didn't really matter until they split the shows.
Okay.
Because now we bring it. Now we talking about who bringing in the money. Because remember, what was it? I was watching that joint you had me watch, and they were saying who was better, The Rock or Rock or Stone Cold. And remember when Mark Henry was talking about
Yes.
he was talking about Stone Cold was about the money. He was like, look at how
That's
many people
one,
was in
two.
the seats and stuff like that, because you're gonna need that stuff like that. So when you look at that, you look at it from Stone Cold's perspective. Well, how many people was coming in on Monday Night Raw? And compared to how many people was coming on SmackDown. If he's only on Raw, and if Rock is coming on SmackDown, how much money are we bringing in? Is it 3 times more when I'm there, or is it the same amount as Rock there? You know what I'm saying? Because now you can
Right.
renegotiate your contracts.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I'm glad
that's
you watched the interview.
that's
That interview
different.
was dope.
Yeah, oh
That
yeah,
interview was
heck yeah,
dope.
heck yeah,
That interview was so dope and so
heck
inspiring
yeah.
too because I was like, because when Mark Henry was coming out what Austin was all about, he said Austin was he may have ruffled feathers because of that thing, but at the end of the day, he was saying like because you got to call this guy. This is a guy who at the time from like years ago was not looking who was going to be the guy.
Right.
Like if you read things about it, like Austin could have really became a one hit wonder or whatever,
That's
right?
a fact. Yeah.
But because he got fired from WCW and they didn't see the value in him, and then you put him over to ECW and Paul Heyman believed in him, but still no value, and then you go over to WWF and this man's like, I'm gonna have you be quiet and put you with Ted DiBiase, you're gonna be called the ringmaster,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And your basically was gonna be the same maneuver as his, but all it took was one problem.
One.
All it took was one problem.
One.
And to this very day, it's never been forgotten.
Yep.
So I said all that to say, yes, Austin was the guy who made the money because people love tuning into Monday Raw for the best to see him whoop this man's behind. Every single time. People love to see that. Every single time. Like, it never got old.
Never.
So, making a long story short, yes, he was money. And it's going to be how listen to the crowd the moment you hear that exasperate shake. Oh, sorry, break.
Yeah.
Just listen to it. That crowd is loud. So even to this day, he's still popular. But yeah, Beezy. It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah. So.
Um, so fans are ready for the undisputed WWE champion and the rest of the main event scene, for that matter, to start putting over the next crop of competitors without being subjected to the same stars and stories. Yeah, that's true. That's
Right.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, BZ. In review, how do you feel about all those suggestions about how to help Cody Rhodes run as champion right now on WWE programming?
I think that the first year that Cody got the belt before he lost it and got it back, I think the WWE had an issue with the booking and stuff at that time. I think now I can't judge it because it's all about John Cena right now. So I can't judge it. Even with Cody Rhodes winning off of John Cena, it's still about John Cena. It's not about Cody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like even though it was this is John Cena's year, and you got to beat John Cena in his year, you were the one who switched Cody back. You were the one who switched John Cena back. You were the one. So
Yeah.
I think that the WWE would do a way better job when John Cena retires to put Cody to book Cody as well that they're supposed to book him. Yeah, I mean, will it elevate him or whatever? I don't know, because Roman Reigns is still Roman Reigns, and if he comes back, then who is Cody at this point? That's what they're gonna say. Like, okay, well, yeah, you're Cody Rhodes. That's cool, but Hey, you're Roman. That's Roman Reigns right there.
Roman, you know why? And this is what I was trying to tell you and Larry. Y'all asked the question. Y'all asked the question about this month ago when y'all asked me, is Jay Uso him, right? And I said yes, but I was saying to him in the sense of it don't matter if you're a babyface, it don't matter if you're a heel. If that crowd was reacting towards you positively, it don't matter. You're respected. You're more than just loved or hated. You're respected.
Right, period. He ain't
So
never gonna lose
I
that.
meant, there you go. They respect Roman Reigns. The reason they're not booing John Cena no more this year is because they've come to respect John Cena. The same year Reigns and Reigns. We love the theme song. We love to have him RKO somebody. But we have grown to see him be a heel and babyface back to back. We've come to respect him. I think the fans love Cody Rhodes. I don't know if the fans respect Cody Rhodes. So of course he ain't gonna be on Roman Reigns level because
Mm-mm.
Roman Reigns is him.
Right.
Him. The whole Tower Street Bloodline story saga was cinema. That was like
Mm-hmm.
a movie on
Mm-hmm.
freaking pro wrestling television every single week.
Mm-hmm.
So and Cody ain't got that. He ain't got that. But he can eventually get something like that if they keep going with the ball with him for the next few years. But for the next 5 years with him at the top is crazy. I don't know if I can see that.
Yeah. I can't see him at the top either.
I don't know if I can see that. And I'm not even trying to hate on Cody Rhodes. I just don't know if WWE really wants to do that long term wise unless Hunter really feels like, yeah, it's him. But let me ask the question. Okay, so you do that. Hmm, say they do go Cody for the next 5 years. Does that hurt a Austin Theory, a Braun Breaker, a Trick Williams, and a Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah.
I agree.
They let Cody.
I
They
agree.
let they that
I
that
freaking agree.
that's close to hurting Roman. Shoot, 5 years.
I Nah, it won't hurt Roman because Roman's solidified. He's solidified. He don't
He's
need
solidified, but
he
if he keeps the belt for 5 years, Roman Reigns is number two.
no, not no. I mean, being the top guy for 5 years, not for champion. Sorry, not champion. I should say that
Oh,
better.
being a top guy for five.
Yeah, being
Okay.
your top
Oh,
guy, like
yeah.
going back to back. Like, okay, for instance, whoever went to one top of Cody, he comes back to win it again and win it again,
We're
and he
fine
remains
with
the
that.
top for 5 years. Right, exactly.
See,
I
the
mean,
problem
same
with
thing
the
happened with Cena. The
yeah,
same thing happened with Cena. But go
yeah. See,
ahead.
the problem with the WWE,
Hmm.
where we have to, us as fans, start to realize is the way that the development joints is a real thing.
Yes.
They be allowing people to go like they did with Gunther. They like or what they're doing with Gunther now. They let him get the Intercontinental title, held it for a long period of time, got the main belt, then you lost it, and now it's a
Yeah.
possibility that he might be going back down to the Intercontinental title. You didn't even let him get the US. He didn't get the belt for nothing. You sent him straight to the top. When you get sent straight to the top, it's hard to come down and fight the little matches.
That is like going through a season. Like
It don't make like
I compare
we
it.
got
It's like
like it's
go
like
ahead, go ahead.
Roman Reigns going for the US title. Everybody's looking at him like, nigga, what are you doing? But at the same time, we
No,
like,
right,
but at the
right,
same
right.
time, we like, bro, why do we keep seeing Roman Reigns with a belt? Why does he always got to have a belt?
Yeah.
Why
Mhm.
does he always get the belt? Why can't everybody else get the other
And
opportunities?
so busy. I'm glad you pointed that out. And to your point about Roman Reigns being champion, first of all, it's not 2016, 2017. You know, whatever year he won the U.S. title, I
Right.
remember because it was around 2016, 2017.
Yeah. I
It
think it was
would be like you're
2016,
doing.
2017. How you doing?
Yeah, have a good one, bro. It would be like we're in the year of 2025 or 2026. This is happening in 2026.
Right.
You mean to tell me you're gonna give Roman Reigns, one of the most over stars in WWE right now, a U.S. title run? Which, by the way, he probably would do great. I'm not gonna say he wouldn't, but to
Right.
your point, it will feel like they're going downgrade because you're not the 2016, 2017 version of the big dog character no more.
Right.
You surpassed that. And you surpassed he's even surpassed being a world champion, which is crazy.
Right.
Like that's the seat where you go. I understand why they keep him special and why when he returns it's awesome. We
Hmm.
get all of that, but you milk that too. But if you keep milking that, it's not gonna feel as special no more. Especially when I'm up there going, I want to see one rank on my screen every single week. I understand the part time schedule, but
Right.
if he gonna remain part time, you might do something Josiah just did, retire,
Right.
have a whole full retirement
Right.
run, right? Because at that point it's like, what's the point of me paying my money if you're not there at the show?
Right.
So these are things to consider. But to your point, BZ, like I agree, it's based around respect, and they don't. I don't think the wrestling fans have a good one. I could be wrong, and just so we're clear, people. I'm not saying you personally will respect a Kurt with Jay Uso. I'm not saying personally. I'm saying professionally respect in a wrestling sense.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a good one, bro. Yes, sir, man. When you are a wrestling fan coming to the shows, you can choose whether or not you want to cheer or boo somebody. Well, why are you booing Cody Rhodes? Hey, I think this character sucks, man. I want you to be a heel. And then you
Right.
see him be a heel, right? And he does awesome as a heel. But then he goes up to being a babyface. And you come to see him as a heel partner for 4 years. And the 4 years later, I'm going to say Roman, right? And the 4 years later, went as a heel. And he did so great as a heel to where he came back. He was still somewhat of that heel, but he now morphed it into his babyface run.
Right.
That's when you go, oh, him, Jay Uso. That's why when you Larry says he already him, I said no, he's not because he's loved. He's not respected. He's respected for what he did with the Usos. Absolutely, he's respected for what he did in the Bloodline story. But I'm saying on his own is he respected? Him to where it don't matter. I'll put you to you this way, BZ. If the crowd, if the hypothetically, if the wrestling crowd does not cheer Jey Uso when he turns heel,
Mm-hmm.
it works.
That's a
He's
fact.
hated. He's hated.
Yeah.
So you grow to hate him. But when he comes back to being hitting the babyface again, you love him.
Right.
But at that point in time, what comes next after you hate him and he comes back to being the guy you love? Respect.
That's true.
It happened with John, bro. As a matter of fact, the more I'm getting goosebumps. The more I talk about this, the more I'm starting to realize this happened with John Cena this whole year.
Yeah.
If you really think about it,
Yeah.
he got respected.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy man. But yeah, whew, this has been fun, my guy. Very noteworthy, and I can see with the WWE guys. And we're just over there and praying for the best that they cook up some great quality for when we watch them on television, right? We
Right.
want what's best for them at the end of the day. So when people come out and be like, "Oh, this is too negative," we're not being negative. We're just being honest. We want
Right.
our part to be better. We want our part to be better.
Right.
So, like anybody would want that. If you're a big fan of Power, you definitely want to see Tommy Egan. You know what I'm saying? Not be Tommy Egan the way he was before. You don't want Tommy Egan to change because you're like, that's not Tommy Egan.
Right.
Now, but that's part. I don't know, split analogy. But it probably didn't work for me trying to they compare that to wrestling. But you get my point. Like
Mm-hmm.
people love their Power universe. They're gonna go try to you know, have a good one. Try to bootleg it. Bootleg it. Don't bootleg Tommy Egan or Power.
The fact.
Don't do that. So, all right, BB, anything you got to say, Les?
Nah.
Master?
That's it, man.
All right. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, friends, people who like you, people who don't like you.
Yep.
BB likes you. I don't have to like you. Okay, good. We're gone.
Yeah. I don't like him either.
I couldn't even be a heel right now. Oh my god, I'm talking about wrestling should be a heel. It's crazy. Anyways,
Yeah. What's up
but
with
I mean, let's go.
So salute your tribal chief real quick. Or no, or your
My wise man,
yeah, your wise man.
my
Cause he
wise man,
wild.
shout out to my wise man. He called me the promo king, right?
Wise man Frankie.
Frank Heyman, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to you,
Frank Heyman. Frank Heyman.
Frank
Yeah.
Heyman, shout out to you, shout out to
All
you.
right. I rock with him. We gonna have to get him on the
My
show
man.
one time to do the introduction one time,
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy, man.
or have
Home
him,
team.
or have him send the introduction on his phone, before he can send it to me so I can put
Yeah,
it in the
something.
introductions or something. That'd
That's
be tough.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be tough. For real.
Yeah, man. Have a
Told the
good one,
comment
man.
section they can get involved, man. Any
Yes,
way they want to
sir.
do it.
Please do. We will love it.
Yeah, I'm about to get my clothing stuff back on the ground. So pretty soon y'all will have some BNL Connection shirts for sale, and then I support myself shirts for Josiah too, that y'all can purchase if
Yes,
y'all want to
sir.
cop them. So be on the lookout for them probably around January.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, sir.
Take this thing to a whole another thing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely see what comes up with that.
Yeah. All right, I'll get off my phone now.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
All right.
All right.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands. I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance. I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands. I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance. I feel that you oughta go. Baby, you showing that's for real to me. And I can't keep it low key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw form, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the east